Are you thinking of pouring money into your house for repairs that possibly won't pay off because you're getting ready to sell it? You've lived in this house for years, haven't done these repairs, but now you think you're going to do it for the new buyers. Well, today I'm going to uncover the surprising truths about what not to fix when selling a house. From unnecessary renovations to overlooked deal breakers, I will reveal which costly mistakes could sabotage your sale without you even knowing it. Stay tuned to discover how to smartly streamline your selling preparations. Well, hello everyone. I am Maria Wells, broker owner here on the beautiful Treasure Coast of Florida, where I can assist you with any of your real estate needs. If you're planning to sell your house soon, you might be tempted to throw money at every imperfection because you think that you're going to get more money when you sell it. But I want you to hold on. I get asked this all the time when I walk into homes about what kind of repairs to do and what not to do. So let's dive right in. Actually, this video came to my mind as I was on a listing appointment this week. I pulled up to a fantastic area right on the water. The home looked nice from the front. It could use a little more curb appeal, but I thought, well, let me see what's in. So as I went in, this lovely couple who had been in this house for over 20 years wanted me to look at it, as they are now thinking, after living there for all that time, that they're going to do some pretty pricey renovations. So let me tell you exactly what I said to them as we toured the house. First, we started in the kitchen, and this kitchen, it was okay for what they're doing now, but it really needed a whole new layout. A wall needed to come down to look at a beautiful view of the water, and it needed to just be rearranged and brought up to date from 20 years ago. Well, a full kitchen remodel is very pricey, and that doesn't mean that you're going to do it for the taste of someone else. So I always recommend to leave the kitchen alone. Let the new buyers do the renovation that they want and just price it correctly. Frankly, I always wonder when I get these questions, why didn't you think of doing this so you could enjoy it while you live there, and then potentially somebody else would have liked it too? But at this point, my recommendation is do not do the kitchen. There were also outdated appliances. They said, should we replace them? I said, listen, appliances are a personal preference. Brand, type, gadgets on them, just leave it alone. So the next thing we went into were the bathrooms, and we started with the master bathroom. And when we were there, the backsplash of tile around the bathtub had come off. They had it all neatly stacked up in there, and they were gonna put the tile back up. They said, do you think that'll make a difference? And I looked at them and I said, absolutely not. This bathroom is gonna be something that someone's going to again renovate. They're gonna want a soak tub, seamless shower doors. I would leave it alone, just price it correctly. As we walked out of the master bathroom, we went into the master bedroom, which then started the discussion on replacing windows. They happened to have a few of the hurricane impact windows, which was great, but not all of them. And these windows were the old kind that were arching. I'm sure somebody was going to change those window shapes to put new windows in. And on top of it, the master bedroom, which overlooked a beautiful water view, didn't really even have great windows to look at that. I am pretty positive that a new buyer is going to make that happen, maybe cut out a bigger window and change the whole look of the bedroom. Again, leave the windows alone. Unless you have a window that is broken, then you really do need to consider fixing it. My advice to these sellers was all of these issues that they had, they needed to just price it correctly and then sell it from there, because these renovations could have cost enormous amounts of money. They did ask me if they did all the renovations, which I sort of quoted a pretty high price for the type of home it is. They said, what would it sell for? Well, in a situation, if you're going to do a complete major renovation to your home, then in this particular case, they probably could have doubled their return. However, it would have been very costly. And then where do you stop? So for instance, this had the tile floors with the smaller squares. That is not what's popular now. So they would have had to start from the floors up. Unless you really know what you're doing, don't do it. If you wanted to do it, you needed to do it many years ago so that you could have enjoyed the house instead of doing it for what you anticipate a buyer is going to like. Unless you're a builder or someone who does this professionally, my opinion is just price it right. When you're selling a house, it's just crucial to understand where to invest your time and money to get the best return. When I first just walked in. I told you this house had great curb appeal, but there was one thing, and that was there were a lot of cracks in the driveway, which happens with settling here in Florida. They said, should we fix these? I said, no. Someone's going to come in. They may even reshape the driveway because there was plenty of space. They'll probably put pavers. You'll just be wasting your money. As we looked at everything in this home that it needed, it really just needs to sell neat and clean where it is. And I'm going to talk to you about one more thing that they really do need to do as we move into that of don't miss these certain issues to repair in a house. This is when it is really important to get a professional to come out and really talk to you. Either get a realtor or whoever you have that you know will be brutally honest with you and tell you should you invest in this or not, because sometimes when it's our home, it's really hard to be objective. As I mentioned, there are some deal breakers that you should never ignore when selling a house. I just told you the big ones. Now here's some things that you really do need to take care of. If you have major structural issues, well, if they're really bad, then you need to consider selling the house the way it is. But if it's structural issues that you can fix and it's not going to be too costly, definitely do that. That will make a difference. If there's been water damage, then you need to make sure that water damage has been taken care of, because in Florida you can also get mold. I'm dealing with a house right now that they let it go, tons of water damage. We've taken everything out, and after that we're going to have to sell it the way it is with the walls cut away. There's no more money to fix it, and there were mold issues. So every house is unique on what you decide to do. Is there anything in the house that compromises safety, like electrical concerns or plumbing concerns? If you have those issues, I highly recommend you get a licensed plumber or electrician and just get them addressed, because it's going to come up on an inspection and you'll have to do it then. So why not get the advantage of not having those mistakes when someone does an inspection and you have to renegotiate for a lower price? Here's another thing that you should do is paint. Painting makes everything look clean and neat and nice. And if you're not an excellent painter, it is worth the money to hire a professional. So these people actually did paint, and they painted the walls. It looked really nice. But you know what they forgot to do? They replaced the roof a few years ago, and what do you think was still remaining? Up on the ceiling, there were water leaks. Not that the home leaks anymore, but it's a sign of what was before it. They really need to paint the ceiling so that someone isn't going to ask, is that an active leak or not? I'm not saying to do cosmetic work to cover anything up, but this is if there are no more leaks and it was due to a bad roof that you have now replaced. I just mentioned those simple things that you can do: paint, structural, electrical, plumbing. Maybe you need to update your light fixtures. I walk into bathrooms and they've got those typical builder light fixtures. Put in something more modern. They're not that expensive, and it does change the look of your bathroom. Enhance your curb appeal. I've already discussed, don't worry about the cracks in the driveway, but clean out the flower beds, trim, paint the front door a great color. Black doors are pretty popular, depends what the rest of the house is, but make it nice that when someone pulls up, they want to come in. I highly recommend you handle minor repairs. Don't have any leaking faucets or leaking toilets, or the dishwasher leaks, the garbage disposal doesn't work. Those are all pretty minor. You should fix them because it'll make it look like you've maintained the home well, and those repairs will not break the bank. This is not a one size fits all to get your home ready to sell. You need to make smart choices that can save you time and money and making your home sales smoother and more profitable. It is a big deal to prepare your property for sale. It really takes a team. You need a plumber, an electrician, maybe a painter, your realtor. Put it all together because it will benefit you in the end. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like. Remember to subscribe and ring the bell for more expert real estate advice right here from Florida on my channel. Do you want some personalized advice? My contact information is below. Write me. I always get back to anyone who comments. So let's go to this video for more information on selling a house. And until next time, stay sunny.